Okay, last little bit here. The reason why the four agreements and talking about them in detail is important to me is because there's a lot of different schools of circling. There's a lot of different, even within certain schools, there's different styles of circles that can happen, different forms of circles. So, whatever you want to call them. So, having an understanding of those four agreements is usually helpful in clarifying what the differences are between different schools and even within a school, different forms of circles by looking at the agreements that they make. And I think it's useful to have these four agreements as a kind of baseline so you can compare and tell the difference when people propose a new kind of circle or you experience different styles or different schools of circling. You can kind of use those four agreements as a reference to really understand the differences and what the differences are that are being emphasized or what's being emphasized in a certain style or de-emphasized and things like that, what the changes are. So far I've been mainly talking about this kind of style or what's referred to as a birthday circle or what I think of as a standard circle. You can disagree with me on that. But there's another style that's often done, which is referred to as organic circles. And the difference between a birthday circle and organic circle is that it has to do with the roles agreement. So in a birthday circle, one person volunteers themselves, or one person is the center of focus through the entire duration of the circle. We know who that person is before the kind of circling, before the inquiring begins. In an organic circle, in contrast, there isn't any one circlee. The attention moves through the group organically. On anyone, it might move from person to person. It might stay on one person. It might land on the facilitator as well. So anyone's really up for being circled at any moment. So that's a difference between those two different styles. And you can see the difference has to do with that agreement. So I'm just hoping that, again, by having those agreements in mind, you can, as you go out and you explore different styles and different schools of circling, you can use them as a reference to really understand what the differences are for yourself so you can navigate that with a little bit more clarity.